Browns fans, we need to talk about Deshaun Watson. Before the game, Deshaun Watson said, I don't care. I don't care about the boos. Well, we know now that that wasn't true. He cares more than we thought because after the game against Buffalo, this situation got a whole lot more interesting. And Deshaun was asked about the Browns fans booing him, and his answer basically told us exactly how he feels about the situation. Let's take a listen.
Man, I didn't have no reaction. I think the biggest thing is, I think you guys know too, and I think the whole world knows. It has nothing to do about the performance. It's a little bit personal than that. So I think it's a disrespectful thing. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna keep whatever I feel with me and my family internally on how I feel about that. And yeah, just move on.
But don't you think, Deshaun, that winning and playing better would eliminate some of that booing?
Last time I played on this field, I tore my Achilles, and that same fan base, they cheered when I got hurt. So, does that have to do with? What does that have to do with anything about performance? When a person get hurt, especially for your own city, and they cheer.
Does any of that make you regret coming here?
No, I don't regret anything in my life. You know, I think the Lord put me through situations for a reason. So I don't regret anything at all. But you know, I had different thoughts on how it was going to be. But you know, it is what it is. You know, sometimes the tables turn, and I'm patient enough because I'm a child of God to wait for that time to change. So I'm not tripping on it. I'm not.
That answer basically told us exactly how he feels about the relationship between him and this fan base. Watson called the boos disrespectful, and he believes it's personal. And honestly, I understand why he feels that way. To a certain extent, you should never, 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 never cheer or boo when a person's being carted off the field. It's just not right. It's totally not right. I don't believe in that. Even in Pee-wees, you take a knee, college, whatever, you take a knee and be silent. And nobody wants to walk into their own situation, their own stadium, and hear their own fans booing them. But here's where it gets complicated, because the Browns fans aren't just booing Deshaun Watson because he had a bad game Saturday. There's a lot of history here. It's a lot of history. Watson has played only just 19 games for the Cleveland Browns since acquiring him, and he's dealt with injuries, he's dealt with suspensions, he's dealt with expectations. That comes, and he got a massive contract, and now he's trying to come back from another serious injury and win the starting job. So when Watson says it's personal, I think he's right about one thing. There's definitely emotional. It's emotional emotion involved. How in the world do the Browns put Deshaun Watson out there? He's been damaged mentally, and it clearly needs to be addressed professionally how he is thinking, because he didn't hold back, man. He's been holding all that since that happened. But here's the question. I have a question for the Browns fans and all the Shedeur fans and everybody who watched the Browns. Can Watson change that relationship on the football field? Can he change that? Because that's where this gets very, very interesting. Against the Buffalo Bills, he went 5 for 12 for 36 yards and threw an interception. Meanwhile, Shedeur Sanders came in and went 9 for 11 for 74 yards. and a touchdown. Now I'm not saying one preseason game should decide the quarterback competition, but you can't ignore what happened. And this is where Deshaun Watson has to understand the position he's in. The best way to be quiet, the best way to quiet the Browns fans is, is not to argue with them. It's to play well. Go out there, move the football, make big throws, win games, get the Browns fans something to cheer about. Because if Watson starts the regular season and plays well, I believe a lot of this noise would change. But it's deep. It's deeper than that. That relationship is, if he don't win, if he goes out there to start, and the booze is going to get even harder. And that's why this quarterback competition is so fascinating, man, because Shedeur Sanders is sitting there, right there, man. He had a beautiful game, and the fans are excited about him. You've seen he was happy. He was jubilant, man. You could see the smile on his face. He was just having a good time. He was within himself, man. Even when the rain came down and they went into the locker room and they pushed it back, I don't know, 30 minutes, an hour. The fans are excited about him. And, the thing about it is Watson knows it. The Browns know it. And now every game is going to be watched under a microscope. So I'm not here to tell you to boo Watson. I'm also not here to tell the Browns fans, you aren't allowed to be frustrated. But I am saying at some point, the talking has got to stop for Watson. The football has got to start doing the talking, man. He got to start playing well and get them people off his back or whatever. Maybe they never get off his back. I don't know. And Browns fans, I want to know what you think. Was Watson, right to call out the booze, the disrespectfulness? Was he right? Or does he need to understand the only way to win this fan base over, if he even wants to win fan base over, is to perform on the field? Does that make a difference? Performing on the field, does that make a difference? Or is just a total loss? Is this a lost cause? Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And I appreciate y'all, man. See you in the next video.